there are a lot of interesting questions also coming in. I'm told Dr. Jitendra Singh is joining us on the phone line. And Dr. Jitendra Singh ji, thank you. Good evening. And, you're speaking to us on Republic. And we just read your tweet. And what a beautiful way that you've captured the entire transition from what India has been able to achieve, sir, at the moon through the Chandrayaan and now at the sun. How do you feel today, sir? Who do you think this day belongs to?
No, absolutely. As you observed in my tweet, I said what a glorious turn for Bharat. It's been, in fact, I think the third component of the trilogy that the team ISRO has registered one after the other, being in the category of first among all. For it began with Chandrayaan, the first to land on the southern pole, then the Aditya, which is of course third, but now it's reached about 1.5 million, so in the L1 point. And the third one was very recently on the first, that was the ExpoSat, which is second in the world. So I think that has reiterated India's position as a leader in space technology. And with this mission that has been accomplished today, we'll be able to discover, as I wrote in my tweet, the mysteries of sun, which have created so many fairy tales around us, but we actually never secured any scientific answers. So, for the first time, there is an attempt to in the scientific world to find logical answers to many a fairy tale that we have grown up with. And also because now we have a huge stake in the space. We have a lot of satellites over there. So it becomes all the more important for us to study the various phenomena of the sun, manifesting in the form of solar winds, sometimes solar storms. And I'm not sure how many viewers would be aware that just back in SpaceX, one of the private companies, the Elon Musk, they lost 40 satellites in a single go out of a solar activity happening, a kind of a solar storm. So the more we are aware of this, it's just like, you're negotiating through a heavy traffic zone and you are aware where to take turn, how to guard yourself. At the same time, how to make the best use of the various positive energies available, whether it is the solar phenomena, whether it's the coronal heating, whether the coronal mass ejections. And therefore, I think it will enable us, give us an edge in having discovered the solar phenomena, the photons, the interplanetary magnetic field much better than many other competitors in the space. And it's been one of the most indigenous and cost-effective missions, like many of the other missions that I mentioned. So it cost only rupees 600 crore, just as much as the Chandrayaan 3.
Oh, absolutely. And, Dr. Jitendra Singh ji, before I let you go, I have two very learned gentlemen with us. And we've been looking at these images, talking about the entire mission for the past few minutes. S.K. Dhaka and R.C. Kapoor, and both of them believe that there has been a significant change in the way, it's not just the world today is looking at India, but a lot of people within the country also who are getting so much interested in science, these missions, who want to read about it, who want to be a part of the success story. And much of the credit must go to the Prime Minister for having, ensured that there is the right focus on science, on scientists, and on such missions, that should and will perhaps go on in times to come. Dr. Singh?
I think more importantly, what is important for all of us to understand that we never lagged in caliber. We never lagged in scientific commitment or scientific potential. What we lacked was an enabling milieu at the level of which is determined, at the level of the policymakers, at the level of the political leadership. And that missing link has been made up by Prime Minister Modi. The manner in which he liberated the space technology department from the shackles of the past, which the media fondly described as the unlocking of the space, has resulted in all the stakeholders coming together. There's a huge investment happening in space today. There's also a very fast rise in the space economy of India, which is going to play a significant contribution in the future economic growth of the country. And I think it's like a whole of science and whole of government and whole of nation feeling, which is today you find every Indian glued to the television screen whenever there's a mission like this happening. I think the only other parallel is when India plays against Pakistan in a cricket match. So what you saw in Chandrayaan, what you are seeing today, and this has been possible because Prime Minister has made each and every citizen of India realize that it is his belonging, it is his ownership. He has a stake in the success of each of these space missions.